Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today I am playing StarMade. So, we are working on armor, building better armor. Flashlight does more than I think it does. Anyway, so, how are we going to do this? Well, first of all, we need some armor. And I've lined up a little guide here that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a rough idea of how big we need to build. Because I want to make these in units of 5. Alright. So, the idea is going to be we have a layer of gray standard, and then some advanced to beef it up. Then, I don't know, we're going to try something like this. There we go, and that's for, we're going to go 5. Yeah, we guess we could set this up properly, except that's the wrong way. Not have to do that. And some standard, and then have sandwiched in between some basic. Why? Because I'm wondering if that will make it more missile preventative. Alright, so we're gonna copy that. We're gonna paste that block up here. So we're gonna paste several of them together. So we aren't going to be using one block, we're going to be using many blocks to simulate the outer hull of our cube. Isn't this going to make the cube, like, really heavy? Yes. Yes, it is. You are very astute. There we go. There's probably way too much for testing, but you really have too much for testing. Anyway, let's see. Well, let's see what happens. So we're going to line up here and we're going to take a shot. Ooh. That is not directly centered, so it's going to take a couple out. And that's going to, my prediction is cannon's going to go clean through no matter what we do. Unless we have a solid block of advanced. But yeah, that went clean through. Well, this oblique shot fried 2 and got stopped somewhere, only had 1 exit point. Damage beam's probably gonna fry everything because so far it has. Damage beam looks like it got buffed in the last one. And then just a regular old Yule missile. That's what I'm really concerned about. I was hoping that maybe this layer would act as some buffer, but it did not. Yeah, damage beam, just straight damage beam, should not be doing that much damage. It should not be frying. All right, let's pull up an Asanth. Let's pull up something else. Let's see. Missile boat. It's not as... Oh, no, this one. Oh, this is my new missile boat. Yeah, this one should be fairly tanky. Shields are gone. Yeah, that didn't do anything to it. That's interesting. Like, that did absolutely nothing to that. Oh, something happened. I think I hit the elevator. Oh, its shields came back online. That's my problem. Alright. Damage beam should not be doing this much, well, damage. Just straight damage beam? No. Like, not at all. I wonder if something got jumbled up, because there was, in the very last update, there was mention of weapons being tweaked. Yeah, damage beam should not be chewing through armor like that. I know this is a great big damage beam, but it's only 250,000 blocks. Well, yeah, to be fair, that is 250,000 blocks. All right, so let's find something a little less substantial. See if I've just overbuilt it. Ember Corvette. Did I put damage beam on that? Yeah, it has beam. And so I think I just may have over-engineered my weapons testing platform. Scan, shoot. Okay, this might be a better analog. Yeah, that's 200 or 283. I think I may have over-engineered my platform for weapons testing. So, and it is skewing my results, because yeah, a regular standard, I might call it standard, a beam from a comparable ship should not be doing that, or from a beam shouldn't be doing that anyway. So let's try let's see, what do I call it, 608 pirate. Oh, that should be on here in blueprints. Pirate ship. Because I know you have some sort of beam weapon. Yeah, whoops. Let me run into that. There we go. No shields, just... Ooh. Yeah, that doesn't do anything at all to this armor. And it... 57. How much was actually in the testing platform? Testing platform had... Am I getting 250,000? Oh, 250,000 power. It has 1,250. Which, to be fair, is not that big. So let's pull up Nebula frigate. So far, that is and a cutter. Cutter, I think, actually is more efficient. Probably should have been using the cutter to start out with. Let's F1, F8 into this ship and see. Yeah, this is 2,000 damage beam. And what about you? R F1, F8. 1,600. So that's not too far off. All right, so let's use the cutter then. Let's go up here, and why am I using 90% of... Oh, because my beam's charging. Come on, you can do it. I know you can. I believe in you. Oh, good grief! How far away was this? So this theoretically has more beam damage than the... or potential damage beam than the... than even the frigate. But it's broken into oh, this is also damage beam or something. No, no, this is straight damage beam. Yeah, it's just straight damage beam. Okay. There we go, get rid of that, and let's try, get out of my way, trying this armor. Oops. Armor, overshot it. It's scuffing it up. Then if we get close, there, that's more what I'm expecting it to do. Not a lot. Get out of the way, pirate ship. Yeah, you, get out of the way. You're not needed anymore. Okay. So, there. That, at close range, I'm also testing kind of close. These beams are not cutting through real great, which is good. But also I have missile. What on earth was that? Oh. They're smart missiles that aren't homing, and they kind of do this skippy zigzag pattern if you dumbfire them now. So let's see how that performed an actual missile, and that did what I hoped it would. It hit, it fried the armor, and stopped at the basic. See, because the basic absorbed more of the missile damage because there's no armor on it. So now then if we switch to damage beam, it'll fry the armor, or it'll fry the lack of armor, and then hit armored stuff to protect it again on the way out. Awesome. So that sort of kind of worked. So it's almost like having two sets of thin armor. So you have armor, well, HP armor, missile buffer, HP armor. That is kind of thick. Now, I also plan on having missile defenses on an even further exterior armor, but that is neither here nor there. Okay, so our first one. Our first missile test here, I think, has been successful. Now, if you're close range, it's already taken damage, then of course it's gonna not do good things to it. And these beams do drop off significantly. Right, so we're going to be using this cutter for more test. And I'm not particularly concerned about cannon damage, because it's going to be pinpoint damage anyway. So we're not overly concerned about that, but I do want to test missile and beam damages. Okay. So what did we learn today? So we learned if you're going to be testing armor for durability, scale your weapon test. Don't use the Death Star to test Stormtrooper armor. That's probably the best we could do. More like use a lightsaber to test Beskar, not a Death Star. Okay. And this is probably more realistic combat test, because you're going to be at range with multiple beams hitting instead of really close with a super giant laser. If a super giant laser hits me anyway, I'm going to have serious problems. Okay. So I have been JW608. This has been StarMade, and I will dig you cats later.